It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Throwing first play is Pickett. Finds Pickens out right. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The numbers from a week ago for Pickens: 5 catches, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses have bitter.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. It's loose, the ball bouncing around, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points. Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
You look at this Steeler defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Steps away to his left. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Now Allen. Out of the backfield. Bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's free going down the left. And a loose football. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. He's got room to roam.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone, it's a deformed. Here's a diving catch right side. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Khalil Shakir with an amazing diving catch. And the Steelers are back within a score. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Play action. Now it's Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Oh, a Cardinal sin there. Thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At their own 11. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10. It's Pickett again. Oh, and it's early. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The Steelers at 2-0 here to begin the season. Now off to exactly the start you're hoping for. Nothing for the fan base to complain about, at least not yet.
I like the way that you phrased that. Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a long ways to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way if they stay in that mode throughout the season.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down. And look at this. He's going to keep it. He's got the first down and more than that. Give him credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way. That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do you do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Looking for trailing Burks that time. And it's 3rd down. You look at the Steeler defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
They spent the week of practice in. We know our rating's not that great. And we know they're facing the #1 passing team in the league. But there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Saints, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury and having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8 at absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Well, he does have a good leg. I'll give him that, but not that good.
Not by a long shot.
On play action, Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. He completes it to Olave. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And it's no good. He misses the PAT. So file that one away. Could eventually loom large here as the night progresses. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. From the gun, here's Pickett. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game.
I'm not sure they mentioned it as a goal during the week or even talked about it in pregame, but the way they're playing right now, they want this game out of reach by halftime. Not only does the safety just demoralize the opposing offense, now your guys can run out there and try to add another 6 to their lead.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That's complete to... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
At the 19-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They're going for this. Pickett. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they get 4 there on 4th and inches. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Now a first down carry for Harris. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Isaiah Foskey brings him down. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the third time in this game. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. A shot downfield for Burks. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Alex Highsmith. A sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. My goodness, it'll be a disastrous loss on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Hard throw, incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill from 17 yards out. And the Saints are able to stretch out their lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the Steelers set to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. A throw over the middle taken in. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 4-yard line.
Looking to throw, Pickett. And here's Freiermuth again. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for them so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. And for the 4th time tonight, oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. This one downfield to Burks. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now 2nd and 5. Here's Kamara. And he loses the football a second time. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball. Got a full game ahead of him. Hand it to him again. See if they can start to produce.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
The Pickett finding Johnson there. 1st down, Steelers. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Allen going to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Pardon, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Obvious. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
Kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Kamara. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And now, is it 4th down? No, it's 3rd down. And the field goal unit is out onto the field. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And they will not be able to add on to their 20-point lead. Well, I tell you, I thought either the scoreboard was wrong or I was wrong or both. But that was an attempt for a field goal on third down, and it was no good as well.
And I'm trying to wrap what little brain I have around why this would be a good idea. But I cannot come up with a logical explanation for that one.
Yeah, well, my brain's smaller, so I can't either here. I don't know what they were doing. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Got his man. It's Warren. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Off play action. Pickett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. And that will keep the deficit at 20.
Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 3rd and 2. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go with Kamara. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. This one into the hands of Nixon. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Mr. Davis, you're a football lifer, my friend. You've called games at the highest level. You know head coaches inside and out. Please explain that one to me. Speechless. Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. 1st and 10. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Dancing to his left. And this one too low.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up fourth down.
Here we go. It's Pickett on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And they will not be able to add on to their 20-point lead. I got nothing after that try.
Yeah, don't even try.
I mean, he tried it from the parking lot. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, it's Allen. And for a 3rd time tonight, oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Allen on the move to his left. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. Now Allen escaping the pressure right, and his throw here's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Allen off the play fake. And he'll find Moreau here. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. And again, it's Allen looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. To the air, Allen. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Saints are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he loses the football a 2nd time. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
The previous play is under review.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Finds Pickens out right. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And my goodness, another interception. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Now a handoff. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know.
And now here is another Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the run, it's Warren. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. This a 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Pickett sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Now Pickett. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Pickett back to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. Here's Pickett. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll roll him out right. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Saints will have the football back.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Saints on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Here comes the Saints punter now. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the...
Now loose football. The ball comes out. There he goes, left side. Down to the 10. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep, but now here's Pickett off play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And some space here. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. So Allen's going to look to throw. He'll buy some time right. A pass caught there by Nixon. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Allen maybe with a free play. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Offside. Defense. So
obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point try now for Patterson. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Traylon Burks capping things off with a touchdown catch. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, it's...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just